Once known as Mexico's most wanted man, notorious drug kingpin Joaquin Guzman El Chapo has been extradited to the United States. The cartel leader escaped prison twice, but was recaptured a year ago. El Chapo has been flown to New York, where he'll appear in court on Friday. Well, Harry Horton spoke to us earlier from Washington, D.C. He says the U.S. has assured the Mexicans that Guzman won't face the death penalty anytime soon.
Well, El Chapo is infamous in Mexico, perhaps the most famous drug cartel leader in the country's history. He led the Sinaloa cartel, and he's believed to have amassed a fortune of around $1 billion during his time drug trafficking. Perhaps the reason he's so famous, though, is the fact that he's escaped capture so many times. Back in 2001, he escaped from a maximum security prison in Mexico, apparently through a laundry basket. He was recaptured, and then in 2014, he managed to escape again, this time because of a tunnel that went straight from his cell in the prison, and that was all captured on CCTV, so rather embarrassing for the Mexican authorities. He's been fighting against his extradition to the US for a number of years now on human rights grounds, but on the final day of President Obama's administration, the Mexican authorities clearly got the reassurances they wanted from the United States to extradite him. Now, he faces 6 separate indictments of money laundering and drug trafficking offences. There were 2 different states, California and Texas, who both wanted to extradite him here to the United States, and it was that extradition request to Texas that held up the extradition for so long. El Chapo feared that he might face the death penalty, but clearly the US has assured the Mexicans in some way that that won't happen immediately. It's very likely that he will face life in jail, and we can say with some certainty that El Chapo would probably never be a free man again. He will now he's expected to appear at a US federal court later on Friday.